Hello everybody, Keith here again. Just a catch-up video really today. A follow-up to my Restrepia video. To bring you up to date, this is how they've been kept in the meantime. This is a Tupperware box, quite a large one that we use normally for the Christmas cake. But at the moment it's proved a really good environment for these, and they seem to quite like it. What I've chosen to do instead, at least initially, is the trial job really, is this. Now, this little fish tank is a very old one. I think I probably bought this in the mid-1970s for when I'd got tropical fish breeding and I wanted somewhere to raise the fry. You can tell how old it is because at the time fluorescent lights were quite posh, and this hole was to take an ordinary light fitting, and you had a low wattage, probably about a 5 watt nightlight incandescent bulb stuck in there, so everything used to get really hot, so you got vents on the end to try and help that. As I say, it is 40 odd years old. It's been used and abused. I've drilled various holes in it at different times, so all of these are going to have to be sealed up, and I thought I would simply use the old engineer's standby duct tape, and I'm going to put it on the inside because I don't want the glue exposed to the moisture. I'd rather have what's facing inside the tank to be the outside, and then if rather than have that, I'll put some more on this side and do it. There should be a little feeding plug to go in there, but that's disappeared. It is around and about, no doubt it'll turn up, but I haven't got it yet. The problem I might have with this is it's not a tight seal. All around these two long edges there's a considerable gap, so we're going to lose moisture. Might not be that much of an issue, but I'm just going to have to suck it and see, and just keep putting water in as I've done with everything else that needs it, all the other humidity trays. So I'm going to start by, I'll take this out of the way and bring this one back again, and you can see these Restrepias now for the first time since I unboxed them. I think they've grown a little bit. When I first put them in here, only one of them was touching the top of the box, and now there's more leaves doing that. Now, we don't seem to have any enormous problems, but there's some little brown marks coming on that one, which is Cupraea. So I think it needs perhaps a little bit less moisture, or at least a little less moisture near to the near the leaves. Some air around them, and then we'll see how we go. Now, what I do think is that on the ones that, I don't know how well this is going to come over, I'm sure, but if we look just there, that's definitely grown. That is what I'm fairly sure now is going to turn into a flower spike. There's another one just showing in there as well, so hopefully that will prove okay. So they've been okay up to now. This atmosphere suited them very nicely. So bring bring the lid back up so that I'm not going to get marks all over the table. Put these in here. Pick out some of the bits and pieces from this gravel, which has been used before. It came out of another tank. So what I need to do now then is put what's in here in the bottom of the tank and possibly add something to it. I've got some sand I could use. I haven't got any more gravel, unless I can manage to poach a bit from some of the other humidity trays that are already in use. So I'll get that done and then we'll come back again. Okay, well there we are then. It looks as if we're going to be able to get away with this at least for a little while. I hoped that I might be able to put something like cling film down there if the worst came to the worst, but I'm not sure that's going to work because of this, but it depends whether it decides to lie down or not. I've tried to get it so all the faces of the leaves are coming in the one direction, towards the camera in this particular case. I've had a look at the lid. I've covered that up and I've covered those up. These little screw holes on the back are so small compared to the gaps that run all the way down there. I'm not sure that covering them up would make any difference at all, and I'm not going to be able to do any better. I could really, start doing something with that, but if I need to get into it, then I've got to start peeling the tape off again, and I'm not sure that's a good idea at all. So I'm going to leave it at that, see how we go. It can go back where it's been on the coffee table, so it's not as bright as it could be, but I suspect it's going to be quite a lot brighter than it was. We drop this camera a little bit so you've got a better idea of what I've done. Right, we're going to have to go gonzo, aren't we? Just excuse me for a second. Okay, this is handheld obviously. I don't know whether it will need additional lighting. I have got a small fluorescent strip light that used to go with this tank somewhere. It's about 5 watts or something. Might be a bit much. So I want to be as careful as I can be. So they're supposed to not need an awful lot of light. I'm hoping that will do them as we are. But at least I'm going to have a much better idea of how they're doing. Now I can actually see them instead of that sort of translucent frosted effect on the cake box lid. So I think that can do for now. That's the first attempt anyway to see how we get on with this. And I'll have to keep an eye on the progress. So thanks for watching. I hope you found it interesting. Comments welcome, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.